How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another little video here. We're going to be putting a fantastic fan in the box trailer. This is I think we're supposed to have a fairly decent day. I do have a tarp. If something gets out of hand and it starts raining, we can tarp the roof. It makes it a little bit hard when you don't have a garage that your box trailer will fit in, but I think we'll be fine. If it starts to rain or something, we'll get a tarp up and we'll go from there. But right now, it looks like it's going to be pretty decent, so we're going to be working on getting this fan put in. Got my big blow dryer out here, going to make sure all the dew's off this roof. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this roof. I just wonder if I could do a rubber coat on this roof later, but I don't know much about it. I'm not crazy about the way they seal it up. You guys might be wondering why the 2x4s. Well, the 2x4s are going to lay this way on them rafters. That way I could stand up on this roof. I'm not too crazy about the roof, but we lay the boards up there, we'll be able to stand on the boards. This way you got pressure on the whole roof, not just in one spot. I'll have pressure over 8 foot instead of just where I'm standing. Big platform to walk on. Now, instead of using just one board, if you stepped in the middle, you might go through the camper roof. So now this will give us something to sit on while we're up here trying to get all these screws that I know ain't going to come out and all this rubber coating off. So now I'll be able to sit down up here and get all this rubber seal off this thing. And you know, it don't look like it's stuck that good. It's probably a matter of time on this. Look at that. Okay, I told you guys before, I do not have a tool to take these off with. I don't know if they're metric or what they are, but I've just been taking this little guy, cutting them out. I cut a slot in it. Let's take a screwdriver and pull them out. So let's get one done here. I'll just take them out and then I'll replace them with new screws. The fan came with new screws anyhow, so we're going to get rid of all these and get the screws out. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to work my way around there and get this guy taken out. Okay, now we got all the screws out. I'm just taking a putty knife and going underneath this thing real good all the way around, because it also has a sealer underneath of it that we got to break loose. So we don't want to mess up our metal. So we just keep going all the way around this thing and then we'll be ready to pull it out. It could be a little tough. You see it's starting to come up now, but we still want to keep cutting all the way around. Just take the putty knife and slide it right under the edge. Go back in there. So we don't want to pull up on the metal. That metal to stay as smooth as we can. Okay, this guy should come out of here. is. We gotta get that wire. That's our new wire for our new light or new fan. There it is. It's out. So now all I gotta do is get all this stuff here. Huh? No, I'm good. Now all I gotta do is get the rest of this stuff all scraped off of here and good and clean. We don't want no debris around this. So we'll make sure we get all this off. Then we'll put our new sealer on. So I'm just gonna work on cleaning this up. Okay, what I'm doing now is just using some alcohol, a little bit on a rag, and we're gonna clean this all up real good all the way around. All right, we got us a big old roll of this stuff here. This is actually a sealer that we're gonna use to seal this up with. And let me see how this, just gonna stick it on here. Work it right on across there, and I'll wipe this off with some alcohol too. Now I'll just take a pair of scissors, snip that off. But we're gonna go all the way around the outside of this, make sure we got a good nice layer around there. And this I picked up at Camping World, and this is for your windows and this type of stuff here on your campers. Alright, the fan's set down in there. One thing you want to make sure is when you open your lid opens, the hinge is in the front. You always want that hinge in the front. So, hopefully we got it in there good enough. Let's see, we got a little plate here. I don't know if this one will fit this fan or not. It should. No, that one don't fit this fan. I got the regular one that's out there, but I think we'll be fine. Now we got to get the wires run over to it and wired into it, so shouldn't be a problem here. We'll get her taken care of. Alright, now we got it in there, and like I said, we want the hinge up in the front. We're going to go ahead and start screwing this guy down on. We're going to leave out this one, the next to the end and next to the end, because we got to put our big cover on here. We're hoping these screws okay, so we're going to work our way all the way around this guy and go ahead and get our screws in it, and then we got to get our cover on there too. We have the big vent fan cover it's got to be put on. So and we're just getting a little squishing out of there. That's good. That's what we want to see. A little bit of squishing out. So we know we're getting her tight down on there. Now down on these sides here, we need to put these brackets on, because this is what's going to hold our cover down on to keep the rain out. So we just got to screw these down. Matter of fact, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to get some lap seal around there, around this bottom here, just to make sure. This has got some lap seal down. So it seals up good underneath of that bracket. Once I get it down on there, I won't be able to put any underneath of it. So now this lap seal's pretty nice stuff. It'll actually level itself out. It does a real nice job on leveling itself out. So now we can put them on. So we got the lap seal underneath of it. We'll go ahead and put these down on here. So that's what's going to hold our top piece up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all these, get this all sealed up and get these pieces on. Okay, we got all that lap seal on there. Let me see that lap seal again. You want to make sure you got plenty of the lap seal on there, because you definitely don't want no leaks. We don't care what it looks like, it's all going to be hidden up in here. You're not going to see it. The main thing is no leaks. We don't want any leaks. So I think we're pretty good on that. So now all I got to do is I got to line this cover up so it fits down on these holes here. And the only thing that holds these little guys in is this little clip. It's the only thing that holds that whole thing on there. Once you get that down on there, actually they give you a little washer here, I think. I'm not sure if it goes on. No, must not. Then we got a sealed up roof, a fan on there. Should be good. We'll know the next big rain, that's for sure. If it rains and we get wet, we know we didn't seal it up. Then we're gonna have to come up here and take the whole thing back out, reseal it, but I think we're okay. So we're just gonna leave it set like that. Hopefully it don't rain today. The sun dries it up good. We'll find out, like I said, when it rains. Alright, when you get the Fantastic fan, you get this big cover that goes up in here. And it goes up in so far. And what I did is I put a square against the bottom of this ceiling, and then right where the lip is, you'll see in the corner, there's a little lip where it stops. And I got 1.5 inches, so I need 1.5 inches of this. So I got to cut it off right here, all the way around. So we're going to mark that and cut it off so it'll set right up in there. Alright, that was just a little diamond bit blade we used there to cut that with. We'll take a carpenter knife, go around the edges, scrape it off, and it'll be okay. Well, we got the fan in there. Everything seems to be okay. It's sitting in there. It looks real nice. I actually plugged it in, made sure it was working, hooked it up, made sure it was working. Everything's working fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, comment if you'd like. Keep your eye open for that next video.